Hello, YouTube. I used to be married. My wife and I both worked for UPS in Stafford, Texas. UPS did not like pregnant women. If you were a supervisor, they would give you a light duty accommodation, but if you were an hourly employee with the Teamsters Union, they would tell you couldn't work. They would not move you to a light duty position working in small sort or dealing with small mail packages with less physical strain. They would tell you if you had a doctor's note with any form of lifting restriction that you had to go home. They would cancel your insurance effective immediately, and they would terminate your right to work at the UPS hubs. This was not exclusive to the Stafford hub in Stafford, Texas. This occurred so much that a pregnant woman or her family initiated an investigation using the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and UPS was forced to pay a settlement to women that they had done this to. It's unclear what accommodation, if any, exists now, but I doubt that anything has changed. I wanted to warn any women thinking of working for UPS, as well as their families, that this is their policy. They terminated my wife's insurance coverage immediately after she notified them that she was pregnant, so she couldn't get access to prenatal care and ongoing pregnancy care. And what I ended up having to do at that time, fortunately, as luck would have it, is add her to my insurance, which I had just literally met the threshold for to add family as far as time with the company. It was ridiculous. No pregnant woman or her family should have to worry about the stress of having a company terminate their right to work and send them home simply because of a doctor's note and a lifting restriction, or a medical notification stating that the woman is carrying a child or children. A woman shouldn't have her income terminated or be refused any accommodation on the basis of pregnancy, and that's exactly what United Parcel Services did. This happened a long time ago. It happened in 2009, and later on, my wife ended up leaving that job, but we never got any justice. At that time, we didn't know what to do. Most young workers, young families don't know their rights. They don't know necessarily when they're being discriminated against or having their civil rights violated. And UPS takes full advantage of the fact that most of their package handlers are from very poor families who are desperate to have any kind of job that they can get. They paid a settlement to all of the women who were part of that class that wrote in with their names and when they had experienced their pregnancy. I don't know exactly what other information they were asking for, but it took a long time, many years, for them to actually come to terms on that. And of course, the settlement that they paid out to people was not anywhere near the inconvenience that those families faced having their insurance coverage terminated. It's really more of a slap on the wrist for the company. They can pay drivers $170,000 a year, and they're paying full-time supervisors in the hub $80,000 plus per year on the low end. But package handlers were lucky to take home between $8,000 and $15,000 a year, working 20 to 30 hours a week. I don't know what the pay is now since the raises have gone out under this new contract. I was hearing that it went from something like $850 starting out to like 21 to 23, somewhere in there, which is what temporary cover drivers were getting. Package handlers were working there for 5, 10, 15 years before having a chance to get on those trucks, getting a shot at a full-time position where they're actually able to support themselves on their income from the company. And even then, they had to work without air conditioning, and they would rush them. It was a routine thing for them to ask us to skip breaks. They were required after so many hours to give you a 10-minute break, and they would often ask us to work through breaks, including women who were pregnant. My wife was there for a period when she was carrying, and the company just doesn't care. They go so much further than simply not caring about people. They don't care about families or their children before or after birth. So now you know, as a potential worker or an active employee of the company, what UPS does to pregnant women. Thank you for listening, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up.